Hi, this is the Queen, Marva Nichols, and welcome to the Throne Room podcast on MTMV Sports Network. And I have Coach Mickey Joseph back in my virtual studios to talk about the Grambling Tigers, and we'll be right back.
It's your crown, hold it, even if it all falls down. Show it, you know the world is watching now. I know you get tired from keeping it all together. We need you, it's your crown, hold it, even if it all falls down. Show it, you know the world is watching now. I know you get tired from keeping it all together. We need you.
I hear if you hear it enough, you'll believe it. King be it, king live it, king receive it. Straighten up your crown, king. Let nobody knock you off your square. And the joy that you bring, let your light shine bright. Illuminate the night. People looking in may assume that you might get caught in beauty and height, because a cutie's your type. It's cool to be choosy about your soon-to-be wife. So never let them hating spectators underrate you and tell you that your nature is less than stellar. Tell them good God made you, and you major. You were made to create by the creator, and loving on your woman is something to be proud of. When you tell her that you love her, say it louder.
Welcome to the Throne Room podcast. I am your host, Marva Nichols, and today we're diving into Grambling State football as Coach Mickey Joseph gets ready for his first home game as head coach. And from last week's performance to this historic matchup against Tuskegee, we've got a lot to discuss. Coach, how are you doing?
We're doing okay. We had a rainy day, so we had to kind of come in and go back out. But the boys did well. They got it in today. We got the things we needed to get done today.
That's awesome. And I'm glad to hear, and I know Grambling fans will be glad to hear that. So let's jump right in, okay? So Coach Joseph, despite the 40-10 loss to U of L, Louisiana, Lafayette rather, your team showed significant resilience, especially in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
How do you plan to build on the defensive improvements we saw at halftime?
Well, like I told the kids, you can't give them a 23-point quarter. We had a busted coverage for a touchdown. We had a pick six for a touchdown, and then we had a third down throw for a touchdown. So we got to get off the field on third down. We can't throw pick six. He didn't get that look in practice because they didn't show it on film, so it was an unscouted look. So when he gets his unscouted looks, his rules, and he didn't go back to his rules, and I got to do a better job with it to let him know, like, hey, if you get an unscouted look, you got to go back to your rules. And then we got to get off the we can't blow coverages, we can't do that. So we gave him 23 points, and I told kids, when you're in a game like that of that magnitude, when you play up in competition, and when I say we're playing up, they have 85 scholarship, we have 63. Somebody probably say, oh, that don't make that doesn't make sense. You should win the game. Yeah, you should be to win the game, but you're down. It's like 85 people fighting 63 people in a street fight. At the bet, you're gonna bet on the 85. So I was proud of the boys the way they played. They played hard. They regrouped at halftime, and then they came out the second half. They played better. But like I was telling my brothers, after the game, that was the first game with some of my transfer portals that have paid in 2 years. Because usually when you group of five and you play group of five significant snaps, you go to Power 5. Well, my kids came down to FCS, and I'm proud of them. They hadn't played those many snaps in maybe a year or two, but they'll be better this week. The biggest jump in college football or NFL football, any football, is week 1 to week 2. So we're looking for a big jump.
Big jump. Let's go, Grambling Tigers. All right. So talking about some of the the quick, the interceptions by Miles, although he had the interceptions, he had a pretty solid night, completing 19 of 28 passes, right? And so what do you think of his overall performance, and how can he build on this ahead of the game opener against Tuskegee?
Well, I thought he managed the game well, except for that one glaring mistake. But I thought he managed it well. I thought he played with patience, because I think people are going to test his patience and make him take he got us in the right plays. He got us in the right protection. So overall, I thought he played a good game. Not good enough to win, but the good enough that we should have stayed in it. And he understands that he's got to go back to his rules. He was in here Sunday. He watched the film with us, and so he understands. So he had a pretty good 3 days. Had a good day Monday, Tuesday, had a good day today with the ball being wet. So Miles is still our guy. Miles is a kid that can help us winning games. But like I told Miles, I said, Miles, that game has nothing to do with us winning the West, winning the SWAC championship, and winning the HBCU championship. That game was a measuring stick to see where we're at, and we know what to do. We know we need to improve on, and so let's learn from this loss, but not let Lafayette beat twice. So we moved on. We moved on Monday afternoon. We brought them back Monday night, and we got on top of Tuskegee. So we don't moved on from Lafayette.
Listen, Miles looked very good to me in the pocket. He seemed very confident. He was very calm. And I was very, very proud of him. And so I agree with you. And I'm looking forward to seeing him play this Saturday. Now, your offense was able to put together a solid 75-yard drive in the second half against Louisiana. What adjustments are you focusing on to maintain that kind of momentum and consistency against Tuskegee?
Well, we got to come out. We got to try to run the ball. We got to establish a run game. We got to establish a line of scrimmage with them. They're a big physical defensive front. So we want to establish the run game with them. But we want to try to run the ball, and and pass the ball when we need to. But the one thing we need to do is try to just control the line of scrimmage with Tuskegee.
Yeah. The offensive line played a key role in giving Crawley time to make plays and opening up rushing lanes. How important will their performance be in setting the tone early against Tuskegee's defense?
Well, we had to talk with them, and they kept Miles all right. He got hit a couple of times. They didn't give up a sack. So that's good. I thought they did well in protections, and we got to get better this week. And like I said, it's a big jump. We got to try to hand the ball off and try to, let Bull Trey, go to work, try to get Tony Phillips involved, the little young back go. And we got to, like I said, we got to establish a line of scrimmage, but we got to throw it when we need to throw it.
Yeah, and we were all watching Nick Howard, new G-man, Nick Howard, and is it Catravion Hargrove?
Yeah, we call him Bull. We call him Bull.
Okay, Bull Hargrove. Okay, yeah. I did hear the commentator call him Bull Hargrove, where they were like bright spots in the offense with Howard making key catches and Hargrove leading the rushing attack. How do you see their roles expanding as you prepare for Tuskegee?
Well, I think their roles stay the same. When the play come your way, you got to make the play. We have more playmakers that we need to get involved. Like I talked to me and Coach Dooley we're gonna have to do a better job of getting the ball to Jacoby Belazar and Javon Robinson, and get Jalen and Nashawn, get them going. So we think we have some weapons. So we're gonna open it up a little bit, and we're gonna let a lot of people touch the ball. And Miles do a good job of spreading the ball around. So we're happy about that. But we got to really establish the line of scrimmage. And I know I keep saying that we have to establish the line of scrimmage, and because our defense, we have a pretty good defense. They had 4 big plays on our defense. And we got to get off the field on third down. And so we emphasized that today. Today was the third down day, so we emphasized moving the chains on offense side and getting off the field on the defense side.
I love that. That third down has me nervous every time. I want us to come up out of that third down. Now, listen, Blake Davis was a defensive standout with 8 tackles, an interception, and a sack. How important will he be in the defensive scheme against Tuskegee's offense, which struggled in their opener, but, they still have potential?
Oh, no, Tuskegee is a well-coached team. They built tradition about winning football games. I believe that's tradition. I don't believe tradition is what uniforms you wear, what cleats you wear. I don't believe that. I believe tradition comes with wins, and I learned that in Nebraska. No matter what we wore, we was going to win. So that's what I look at tradition being. Just for Blake, Blake played 51 snaps. That's the first time Blake played 51 snaps in 2 years. With him being in the transfer portal. So he told me he hadn't played 51 snaps total in 2 years. So that was a good game for Blake. And after he settled down, he went back to being Blake Davis. So we're happy to have Blake. Blake's a kid out of California from San Jose State. we happy to have him. And his mom and dad brought him here, and they fell in love with Grambling, and they left him. They left him here with us. So we kept him here, and I think he's been home once since he came here in January. So but we love Blake. Blake's gonna play good ball for us, and we're happy to have him.
Well, welcome Blake and Nick and the Bull as new G-men. And let's talk about let's wrap it up with the three phases of the game. Reed Herendine, is that his name? Am I saying it correctly? Herendine nailed a 50-yard field goal against Louisiana. The first time a Grambling State kicker has made a field goal of 50 yards or more since 2018. How exciting was that on the sidelines, Coach?
Oh, that was exciting. He pushed the first one at 48. He pushed the first one. They didn't have the flags up, so he didn't know where he had to hit the ball. Reed needs the flags, so he'll know where to hit the ball. So when then this time he hit it. He hit it right where he thought he needed to hit it because he pushed the first one, so he knew to hit it more so it make it curve like a golf swing. But we're excited to have Reed. Reed's a competitor. Reed wants to win, and I mean Reed. He kicked well yesterday, and he kicked well today. He won't kick tomorrow, and he won't kick on Friday just to save his legs. But we happy to have Reed. Reed's a kid we got from Alabama. He's got some wonderful parents. They, like I said, their parents come here on a visit, and they just fall in love with Grambling. His dad's from Ireland. So he's a big time player. We're happy to have Reed.
Man, Reed, welcome to you as well, Reed. Now, listen, we're talking about this game between Tuskegee and Grambling, and the connection between Booker T. Washington's vision at Tuskegee and the establishment of Grambling is a cornerstone of GSU's history. How do you see this game as a celebration of that legacy, and what message do you hope it sends to current students and alumni?
Well, I want us to come out. I want us to come out and support. It's the boys' first home game. It's a night game, so I expect a huge crowd. I expect everybody to come out. But just playing a team like a tradition like Tuskegee and just a prestige university just like Grambling. We have our own way to do things. And we're just two great universities playing each other, and we're about academics. We're about making strong young women and strong young men when they leave these universities. And you take your hat off to both administrations that they was able to get together and get this game going. So we're excited. I'm sure they're excited, but we know that we're gonna have our work cut out for us because we know they're coming. We know that they had a letdown just like we had a letdown. So both teams are 0-1, so both teams be looking for their first win. But I'll tell you, we couldn't ask for a more competitive opponent. We know they're gonna bring it. So we prepared this week. We had to prepare this week. We're not letting the D2 fool us because, like I said, in 1999 when I was at Alabama State, they fooled me and they whooped my butt. When I was so they're not gonna fool me. They're not gonna fool me twice. So. But
shame on you if they fool you twice, right?
Yeah. No, well, the second time when I was at Langston, we beat them. So we came to Tuskegee and beat them. But so we know what we're getting into. We know that they're a really good, like I said, well-coached football team, and we're excited. We're excited about getting the opportunity there on Saturday.
Well, listen, fans, Grambling fans, Grand Fam, you heard Coach Mickey Joseph. He's saying he wants to see you all in the stands. You all have asked for evening games because that sun was hot and all the above. So he's looking forward, and the G-men are looking for you all. And hey, so look, I'm all the way in Chicago. If I lived close, I would be there this weekend. But I need some of my fellow colleagues from college. I need you all in the stands on my behalf, okay? And I will be looking, and I'm looking forward to coming down to the Jackson State game on the 21st, and to be with you, Coach, and the G-men. But Coach, as we close out, we always see the young men with their headphones on and they're bopping and all that. We want to know, what are you listening to when you have your headphones on?
I don't know. I don't know what I was listening to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I was listening to. I don't know if I listen to Wayne.
Are you listening to the blues, Coach, or are you listening to EPMD?
No, I'm a hip hop baby.
See?
Yeah,
we're around the same age.
Yeah.
So you probably listen to old school hip hop. a little bit of this and that.
Yeah,
Well,
so,
if you had a chance to walk in the hole, you're walking in the hole Saturday for the first time. What would be your theme music? Can you think of any song?
My theme music for that. I don't know if I can say it on air, but something along that line.
Okay, well then we're just we want to keep your image really, really, really
Yes,
good.
please
You
do.
don't need to know what's
My mama will be very
in your.
disappointed. She'll be here tomorrow,
Okay,
so
but we don't
she
want to
comes up on
disappoint Mama.
Wednesdays.
Okay.
I told her she's gonna have to be on this show with me one day.
Okay, please. I would love to have her on the show and we just talk and have a good time with you.
Today is Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she might be here today. I mean, she might already be at my house. I don't know. She has a key, so.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's schedule it for her to be on with us one evening so she can tell us about her awesome son, Mickey Joseph. And we would love to get to know you a little bit better or more via your mom. So with that being said, I want to thank you, Coach Joseph, for joining me on the Grambling podcast. And we always have a good time. And thank you. I know it's been a busy day. And I just thank you for taking the time out to speak with me. And because the fans, they want to hear from you. And so I think this is very, very nice of you to take the time to meet with me and talk with me. And we're headed into week 2 of HBCU football. Are you excited?
I'm always excited.
You're always excited. And listen, audience, my royal family, the poll is out. Who's going to get Coach of the Week from the East or the West? So make sure you go and check it out and put in your vote, okay? So to all my kings and queens out there, from my throne to yours, continue to inspire greatness and farewell until our next crown session. Thank you for joining the Coach and the Queen. Best wishes, Coach Joseph and the G-Men.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. This is dedicated to all the kings and all the soon-to-be kings. We're counting on you. I love you. This is for you. You and you and you.